So I bought a Ram bunny figure, and that kind of forced me into getting Ram. So here's a review on these two 1/4 scale figures from Freeing. These two figures are from the Freeing B-style figure lineup, which features different anime characters in bunny costumes. Both figures has this classic bunny girl suit look, the bunny ears with the addition of collars, cuffs, and stocking to make it more exciting. Ram's body piece features a glossy black outfit all around, whereas Ram's body piece shows a glossy black with a hint of silver in the front. Both figures are relatively stable with 2 pegs for the base. Some might have struggled to assemble the figures onto the base because they only saw 2 small white pegs, but there's actually an extra plastic thing you have to put on to the white pegs before you could fit the figures onto the base. The thing about large scale figures is that any flaws that the makers could get away with a smaller scale figures would be amplified or more noticeable. First off, I have to talk about Ram's hair color. I was disappointed on how the hair color looked on Ram when I got the figure, and I thought my figure had a problem, but when I looked online, they all had this similar pale pink color on her hair. But the more I look at it, the color's not really that big of an issue, but it could just be me coping. But I think with some good lighting, the hair looked fine and normal. But I thought the headbands could be painted a little bit better, but that's about it. Many B-style figures has fishnet tights on the figures, which are made with actual fabric, which could make it more unique. And the appearance on both Rem and Ram with the fishnet tights on is just
Nice.
the stitching of the fabric is apparent in the back, and some might not be a fan of that. But some figures from the B-style lineup do actually have a bare leg version of the original characters without the fishnet tights, and they also look pretty good. My first impression of these figures was that it's just big. Let me show you some size comparison of some other figures that you might have. Here's a Figma, and here's a Nindroid, and here's a 1/8 scale figure. It's pretty big. But if you are deciding whether to get these two figures or not, it really has to come down to your personal preference and if you actually have enough room to display these enormous figures. But I think it will look great on your shelves and you won't regret it if you get it. So what do you guys think about these two figures? I'm not really interested in bunny figures initially, but if you're asking me if I would get more bunny figures, I would say yes. And specifically I would get Ai and Ginkgo. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.